सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। श्लोका नंबर 15। ज्ञानयज्ञेन चाप्यन्ये यजन्तो मामुपासते एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम् अहं क्रतुरहं यज्ञः स्वधाहमहमौषधम् मन्त्रोऽहमहमेवाज्यम् अहमग्निरहं हुतं पिताहमस्य जगतः माता धाता पितामहः वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः ऋक्सामयजुरेव च गतिर्भर्ता प्रभुः साक्षी निवासः शरणं सुहृत् प्रभवः प्रलयस्थानं निधानं बीजमव्ययं तपाम्यहमहं वर्षं निगृह्णाम्युत्सृजामि च अमृतं चैव मृत्युश्च सदसच्चाहमर्जुन। Okay. So, Bhagavan from this 15th shloka to the 19th one is clearly giving the jnana and vijnana swarupa of Bhagavan. So the vijnana swarupa or vijnanam, the knowledge is ekatvena Bhagavan. Okay. And that is a very terse or a tough concept to accept by many, and hence a step lower than that is Bahudha Vishwato Mukham Bhagavan, and for starters it is Prithakttvena Bhagavan. Okay, I'll explain this, use these technical terms. So in this shloka it says Anye cha api jnana yogena yajantaha mam upasate. Anye, others. Why others? That means there is a rest of others who are already been taught. And who are the rest of others? So you have one set of others here who are coming in jnana yajnena. There is other set of others who are other than who are coming in jnana yajnena, which was already dealt earlier. And who are that others? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dhradavvrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. So the upasakas are the others. Are they only the upasakas who are the others? No, they are part of the others, because there is also another set of others who are महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रितः भजन्त्यनन्य मनसः ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययम्. So there are karma yogis, there are upasakas, and after having dealt with these two, anye or jnana yajnena, who are the others balance. So he is now referring to the minority category of bhaktas who are matured in the bhakti from Ishtadevata bhakti to Vishwarupa bhakti, and now they are coming to Arupa bhakti or Nirguna Brahma Jnanam. Okay, so these others, they who are into the Jnana Yajna, Jnana Yoga, there are three types who are the Ishtadevata ones, which we saw, because unless we personify, that is where bhakti starts, that in anything which doesn't have a life, a wood or a photograph or anything, you bring your life into it. You enliven that particular dead thing, and then it becomes Ishtadevata to you. Unless you value a life in that particular dead thing, okay, dead, I would not say dead thing, it is a just a stuff, it is just matter. See, when you go to a shop to buy some murti or something, a small brass का बहुत सारा उधर रखे रहेंगे, बहुत सारा है, 50, 100 small murtis are there. Are they all Bhagavan for you? Then you see one, shortlist one and say, oh, I like this. That metal did not speak to you, you liked it. That photo did not speak to you, you liked it. That means now you are bringing life to that. Right? And then it becomes Ishtadevata, because it is your own reflection coming through that Bhagavan back to you. That is Ishtadevata. So then you start saying, oh, Krishna liked this, so I also like this. Rama liked that, so I also like that. This one liked that, so I also like that. This one did that, so I am also doing like. Means what? So through this particular idol or a personified object, you are now connecting your mind. So that is the Ishtadevata, or the basic start from where bhakti starts. Because without an object, bhakti cannot be expressed. It has to be vyavahara, highly vyavahara, and it is very necessary. Okay. The problem is if you can't be only into that. You start with it, then understand that Bhagavan whom I see in this particular murti is the same Bhagavan everywhere. So if I say I see Krishna in this idol, then you start saying that I see the same Krishna everywhere. So to start with, it has to be parts of your body. Then you slowly go to from Vyashti to Samashti. Okay. So parts of the body you have Prajanane Brahma Tishtatu, Padayor Vishnus Tishtatu, Hastayor Haras Tishtatu. Okay. And last time, then I said that how do you bring this Ishtadevata to your place? We saw the Dhyana Shloka. Shiva Dhyana Shloka we saw. So you, even if there is nothing actual in reality in front of you, when you close your eyes, through such shlokas, you can actually imagine this happening. It's like a swapna. You are creating a small scene and then you're enlivening that scene. Okay, and such beautiful ways are there. Finally, what is the objective of that? To get focus and to get more connected, to get Shraddha and Bhakti on that Bhagavad Tattva. So, for getting attraction, you give it a form which you like. And hence, in our Shastra, not only human beings, animals are there, trees are there, Nadi is there, Parvata is there, so many things are there by which we can express our bhakti through them individually. Okay, so especially when you go to Haridwar or Rishikesh and when you see the Ganga, then it is not I see Bhagavan in Ganga. That Ganga actually has an emotional tie with me. And that after you come back from Haridwar or Rishikesh, you still are living with that experience and that emotions and that Shraddha for Ganga. Okay, that's how it works. So each place, whenever you go to a temple, or when you go to a mountain, or when you go for any Tirtha Yatra or a Nadi, it is all expression of my Ishta Devata through that particular form. Ishta means what? मुझे जो अच्छा लगा, खत्म. So Ishta Devata is मुझे ये अच्छा लगा, मुझे ये पर्वत अच्छा लगा, मुझे ये पानी का ये अच्छा लगा. That's all. So it resonates back. And the same thing, if you see it dirty, you start feeling bad about it. अरे कितना पावन पुण्य है, उसको क्यों खराब कर रहे लोग? So then you start having emotions to each and everything, and thereby Shraddha comes up. Okay, so Ishta Devata is the most important and the first form, which is called Pruthatvena. Here Pruthatvena Jnanam. So very specific Ishta Devata Jnanam. Okay. Then you extend that to Bahudha Vishwatomukha. Okay. When you chant Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhin Kuru. Now here it is Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Narmada, Kaveri. Are you referring to that? Or are you referring to that tattva called Jalam, which is there in each of these? Are you able to get that? So in each of these shloka also, is it your Ishta Devata? For example, if you say Gange Ganget Yo Bruyat Yo Jananam Shatanyapi, that is Ishta Devata. But the moment you see that Jala Tattvam everywhere, you will say Gange Ganget Yo, you will say Gange Cha Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati. Okay, so just once you know the meaning, once you are connected, then you will start having less personal attachment to this Ishta Devata. Then you start seeing the Tattva which is there, and that Tattva being the principle which gets reflected in all the Samashti at different times. Whenever you see it, you see that same principle being reflected there. Okay, for example, it will come ahead, but then okay, I will just, if you say Shantakaram Bhujagasayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Dhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavavayaharam Sarvalokaikanata. Ishta Devata or Vishwarupa? Which is this? Ishta Devata or Vishwarupa? Clear. Very clear Ishta Devata. Now how do you make it Vishwarupa? No, I want to make this Vishwarupa. Bhuf Padau Yasya Nabhihi Viyatasura Chandra Suryo Chanetre Karnavasha Shirodyor Mukhamapidahano Yasya Vasteyamabdihi Antastham Yasya Vishwam सुर नर खग गो भोगी गंधर्व दैत्यैः चित्रं रम्यते तं त्रिभुवन वपुषं विष्णुमीशं नमामि. Tribhuvan vapusham, that form of that body which is encompassing all the three lokas, that big a single murti I am seeing everywhere. How? For that murti, bhuvpada, this bhumi is the feet. Yasya nabhihi, the navel area. Viyatasu anilaha, chandra suryo chanetre. The chandra and the surya is the netra. Okay. So, like that, when you, same way in Rudra also, in Shiva also, you have. So there are many shlokas where you can convert your Ishta Devata straight back into a Vishwarupa Darshana. Okay. And when you start doing that, you are able to see your Ishta Devata Tattvam. That means now no more it is Ishta Devata, the person, it is that Tattvam which is seen everywhere. Are you able to get this? And the moment you start, which means you are now doing a expansion of awareness. Initially it was a focused awareness or Ishta Devata on the form. Now that awareness is getting expanded all around. Is this clear? So now in whose hand it is to remain as Ishta Devata or every time try to convert it to Vishwarupa Darshanam? It is in your hand. Because both are available. So the more and more you start trying, because it needs some effort to move from this channel to the other channel. If you are used to seeing Ishta Devata channel, you have to say that, okay, let me at least find out one shloka which is for Vishwarupa Darshanam of this Ishta Devata. Okay. And then try to see the meaning and say, oh wow, now why should I always every day say Shantakaram Bhujaga Shayanam? I am tired of seeing the same photo in front of me. After say 20 years, if you say Shantakaram Bhujaga Shayanam, you tell me what Akaram will come. That Shantakaram will start shouting at you. Bas karo, bore nahi mar raha hai kya? Otherwise, what does it mean? It has become mechanical. It has become just mechanical, it doesn't serve the purpose then. So if you want that Shanta Akaram to be Shanta, then you have to expand it to all over and remove this Akaram. Then in whichever Akaram, the same Tattva is there. And that's where you start appreciating Bhagavan in everything. So everything is Bhagavad Swarupa. Everything, good, bad, otherwise, my friend, my enemy, I like, I dislike, I hate, I can't stand, I can't sit. Everywhere Bhagavan eva Bhagavan. But no one is saying because you don't like something you have to go and then don't tell tomorrow that it is Naka Panchami, Bhagavan eva Bhagavan. I will take the snake in my hand because it is Bhagavan. Then the snake will also show Bhagavan Swarupa. Okay. So we have to be rational in Vyavahara. But in your mind you can go to from Eka Rupa to Aneka Rupa or Vishwarupa. Is it clear? So you slowly go that way. So Shraddha expands. Shraddha on this Eka Rupa, the moment it's like this. If you have only 100 rupee note in your purse, it is very dear to you. The moment you have about 50, 100 rupee notes in the same purse, then you have no specific liking to each of this 100 rupee note, but collectively you want all of it. Right? So the moment you do that, your Shraddha also expands and enhances, and thereby you stop clinging to this form. Because this form is a bandhana now. The form is a bandhana. I'll tell you how. God forbid, and one day this murti falls or that photograph falls. क्या गिरा? फोटो गिरा. टूटा क्या? कांच. फोटो वैसा ही है, बट तुम्हारा मन में क्या चल रहा है? फोटो छोड़ के कांच क्यों टूटा? दैट मीन्स द फोटो हैज ब्रोकन नाउ, मतलब अशुभ है. दैट मीन्स समथिंग इज रॉन्ग. सी हाउ वी स्टार्ट वीविंग थिंग्स. दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ आवर इंटेंस बॉन्डेज ड्यू टू इग्नोरेंस. टूटा है कांच, कांच को बदलो, कंटिन्यू, नो प्रॉब्लम. लेकिन फोटो क्यों गिरना चाहिए था? कुछ अशुभ है, मतलब तुम्हारा मन में कचरा भर गया है. एज सिंपल एज इट. हवा आया, कुछ तो हाथ लग गया, गिर गया, टूटा. इट्स अ वेरी नॉर्मल थिंग. हैड इट नॉट बीन दिस फोटो एंड सम अदर फोटो, यू वुड नॉट हैव बॉदर्ड अबाउट इट. साफ सफाई करते थे, उसको चेंज करके लगा देते थे, एंड लाइफ गोस ऑन. ओके, सो you have to come out of this form and get that maturity, that don't bind this omniscient, omnipotent Bhagwan into that one small 1 inch मूर्ति which you have, जिसको तुम पकड़ के रोज दूध पानी सब डाल के सब करके उसको उधर एक डब्बा में बंद करके रखते हो. वैसा भगवान को बंद मत करो. भगवान भगवत तत्व is there all around. Is it clear? And that we have to enhance our view, and for which from Ekarupa you have a very beautiful way of going to Vishwarupa. Okay. Now, what is the third level after that? Arupa. So the moment we say that, okay, this is also one or the other Rupa we are seeing to benefit, we don't need the Rupa, and we see the Tattva in everything, because that only one Tattva is reflecting as RC in many Rupas. That one OC is being reflected as RC in many Rupas. Is it clear? Okay, so I also had given you the Shruti examples of Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, Sahasrakshas, Sahasrapat. There are many mantras. Vishwatas Chakshuruta, Vishwato Mukho, Vishwato Hasta Uta, Vishwataspat, Sambahubhyan Namati Sampatatrayir Dhyava Prativi Janayantyeva Yekastan Memana Shiva Sankalpamastu. Vishwataha Chakshuhu, Vishwato Mukho, Vishwato Hasta Uta Vishwataspat, Sambahubhyam Namati Sampatatraihi Dhyava Prithvi Janayanti Eva Ekaha. It is that Ekaha, Shivaha, which is getting reflected as this multitude Vishwatas Chakshuhu. Is it clear? Okay, right. And then when it comes to Advitiya Ekarupa, Ashabdam, Asparisham, Agandham, Achakshuhu, Arasam. Okay, so you have Upanishad is filled with all this Nirguna related mantras, by which Nirguna Jnanam can be very clearly understood. And then because Ekarupa to Anekarupa is still relatively easy, because you are in the same plane. But when you go to Arupa, there you are now, Rupa itself is not there. Unless that mind is so focused, it will not stabilize there. So, fair enough. Understand it today, fake it and make it. Later on, over a period of time, slowly you will come to what is that principle behind everything, which is making each principle to work. And that is that foremost principle, which is in Antaram Yamayati Antaryami in everything. Okay? Right. Then we go to the next sloka. Aham kraturaham yajnaha, aham kraturaham yajnaha, swadhahamaham aushadham, swadhahamaham aushadham, mantrohamahamevajyam, mantrohamahamevajyam, ahamagniraham hutam, ahamagniraham hutam. Aham kratuhu. aham yajnaha, swadha aham, aham aushadham, mantraha aham, aham eva ajyam, aham agnihi, aham hutam. How many ahams are coming? Okay. And such a way to express this so that there is no doubt saying that this one is one God, this one is another God. No, 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 no. It is me only in everything. Very, very clearly. I am the father, I am the grandfather, I am the father-in-law, I am the son-in-law, I am the sister-in-law, I am the brother-in-law, I am that, I am this, I am that. And that means it's only me, but you are seeing me as different. It is only one me. Okay? Right. So, same expression, the Upanishad says, So kamayata bahusyam praja ye yeti satapo tapyata satapastaptva idagam sarvam asrajata yadidam kincha tat srashtva tadeva anupravishat. Anupravesha shows as though he entered each and everything. Tadanu pravishya satchatyacha abhavat. So the Sat and the Tyat Srishti came out that way. By Bhagavan entering each and everything. So there is no place where Bhagavan is not there now. Okay. Like that the Upanishad says. And what does the Smriti now tell? Because Arjuna and Krishna were in Dwapara Yuga, and Dwapara Yuga Agni Karyam was very, very strong. Okay, the earlier yugas, the Treta Yuga, Krita Yuga and all, it was more of Upasana, yet karma was a lot. And karma in our Sanatana Dharma is always associated with Agni. Okay, and hence, because if you take an example, if Krishna would have taken a supercomputer, Arjuna would not have understood it. If Krishna would have taken a robo, Arjuna would not have understood it. And hence, whatever Arjuna has learnt and whatever he is seeing and whatever he knows, the example is taken from there, which is related to an Agni Karyam. So this shloka is referring only to the Agni Karyam, whereby the division of each of the item on the Vyavaharika world being the same, the Shraddha or the Nishtha towards that will become one Daivika Brahma, one Daivika Bhagavan. Okay, and to express that, such a shloka is given. So, it is like, imagine if the computer wanted to speak to each part of it and say that, you know this chip, Mr. Chip, what are you? Oh, you are the computer. Oh, motherboard, what are you? You are the computer. Oh, keyboard, what are you? You are the computer. It is something like that. Because it's not wrong. It is to help you to expand your vision, that don't look at the item as what you see it with your 5 abilities of perception. With your 5 jnanendriyas, what you see it, don't look at it as that sthula vastu. The sukshma of that is that simple single one who is omnipresent in everything. Okay, so now, because he is using such terms, we have to know at least what these terms are. Okay, so a little theoretical, just to see what it means, and to using these examples we can show how detailed and how enormous was this corpus of the Vedas, that today when we talk about it, we believe that we do not know even one iota of that corpus knowledge. Okay, and that whole corpus knowledge was talking about Brahman in different ways. And this is one example given here. Okay. Aham kratuhu. Kratuhu. Now, kratuhu is a technical word. Kratuhu are the karmas which have been prescribed by the Shruti. Shrauta karma iti kratuhu. Shruti prescribed karmas are, or yajnas. The Shruti, not yajnas. Because now we are now talking strictly the words which have to be used. So Shruti based Agni Karyas are called Kratu. If I say Shruti based Yajna, because the next word is going to come Yajna, then I am going to get stuck. Because for us we know everything called as Yajna. Now he is separating something called Kratu and something called Yajna. Okay, in this shloka, he says, I am the Kratu and I am the Yajna. So Yajna and Kratu are different. So if I tell you and make you understand, Kratus are Yajnas, then you will say in the next word, sir, you have gone mad. So I don't want to confuse you. So Kratu is Agni Karyam which are related to Shruti. Shruti is the Vedas. So the Vedic Agni Karyas are called Kratu. But is there any other Agni Karya other than Vedic? What are you talking? Yes. As much as we know, the Vedas are called Shruti and hence it is called Shrauta Karya. You will have, or Shrauta Karmani. What will be the other one? Which are not related to the Vedas, but still we do it. What is after the Shruti? The Smritis. So Smarta Karmani eva Yajnaha. Shrauta Karmani Kratuhu, Smarta Agni Karmani Yajnaha. Is it getting some clarity now? Now you will say, okay, you have now classified into two, but both are as dark as काजल. दोनों समझ में नहीं आया. एक प्रॉब्लम को आपने दो भाग में तोड़ के आपने दो काला चीज दिखा दिया. Instead of one black it was, I thought I will get some light and understand, but you have broken it into two and you have increased my trouble. So double trouble कर दिया, which we will reduce it. Don't worry. So what are Shrauta Karma or Shrauta Agni Karyas? You have got, as per the Shruti, 42 samskaras. And the 42 samskaras include 16 Shodasha samskaras plus 21 Agni samskaras. That 21 Agni samskaras are divided into 3. देखो ऐसा टेक्निकल जाते जाएगा. Just to make you all understand, in all that it is Bhagwan. That is so simple to understand. But अभी श्रौत कार्य समझना बहुत तकलीफ है. But this is only a chance to learn and understand a little more about what our Vedas were. And hence, I am just explaining it a little more. So you have got Paka Yajnas, Havir Yajnas and Soma Yajnas. They are called that way. Okay. Technically this word Yajna is Smarta Karma. But they are called as Havir Agni Karya. The moment you say, what is Havir? Havis. What is Havis? Material which is put into the fire. Other than the ghee is called Havis. Okay. Agnaye Havyavahana. Agnaye Kavyavahana. When this Agni is taking this food for the Devatas, it is called, Agni is called Havyavahana. Agni is being given a name Havyavahana. But if the same Agni takes food for your Pitris, that Agni is called Kavyavahana. A technical term. You can't use Kavyavahana when you are doing Havir Yajnas. Okay. So Havis is, there are 7 different, I will have to use the word yajnas because they are not small homas, they are big ones. So in common parlance, you will know it as yajnas only. Technically, they are the smarta fire oblations are yajnas. When it comes to fire oblations in the Shruti, it is Sapta Havir Yajna, Sapta Paka Yajna, Sapta Soma Yajna. So the Havir Yajnas are Agnihotra. Now would have heard a big fad. Every day I do Agnihotra. People keep saying, सुबह शाम में अग्निहोत्र करता हूँ, करती हूँ. Okay. Whatever anyone has understood, I don't know. But the Shruti doesn't mention Agnihotra that way. Okay. So the Agnihotras are the first ones which is supposed to be done by every Brahmana every day for maintaining this cosmos. Surya Yaswaha, Agnaye Swaha, like that there will be everything related to Agnihotras are related to. So this word Hotra is a technical term again. Okay, we'll not go into that because otherwise you will get confused on the main topic. So let us just get the names of these 7 Havir Yajnas. Agnihotra, Darshapurnamasa. It's called Darshapurnamasa Sthali Paka. Okay. Then Agrayana. Then Pinda Pitru Yajna. Then Chaturmasya. Then Niruda Pashubandha. Then Sautramani. Like that 7 Havir Yajnas are there. Now, many of these names, when you hear, you say, Chaturmasya to suna hai, Chaturmas ka vrat rakhte hai. No, this has got nothing to do with what you are referring to Chaturmasya. You are referring to Chaturmasya which you have heard not as a Grihastha but for sannyasis. Our problem is that what is there for us we don't know. What is there for someone else we know it much better than probably them also. So the Chaturmasya is for sannyasi 4 months when they will not travel, which will start from Vyasa Purnima and end somewhere in November before Diwali. 4 months it will go. No. This is a Agni Karya which is done once in 4 months. It's called Chaturmasya. Darshapurnamasa is done once in 15 days. It's a Paksha Yaga. Okay. So Darshapurnamasa Sthali Bhaga Yajna it is. Same way Chaturmasya is 4 months you do. Then Niruda Pachubandha is there. Pinda Pitru Yajna is there. Okay. Then Sautramani. Like that you have 7 Havir Yajnas. Then you have 7 Soma Yajnas. Agnishtoma, Atyagnishtoma, Uktya, Shodashi, okay, Vajapeya, Atiratra, Aptoryama. ये सब सुना भी नहीं रहेगा. Okay, and these are all yajnas which we are supposed to do. मालूम ही नहीं, नाम ही नहीं सुना है तो क्या है भी मालूम नहीं, क्यों करने का मालूम नहीं. So it's all gone today. There are people who are Nitya Agnihotris who do every day Agnihotram in the morning and the evening. Okay, all this, there is Satra Yaga which is done, there is Atiratra Yajna which is done. At a place in Kerala, Pinjal, they do Atiratra Yajna every year. Soma Yagas are done there. Vajapeya is done. That's how a person who has conducted Vajapeya Yajna is called Vajapeyi. And that is why Atal Bihari Vajapeyi, not Vajpayee. Vajpayee has no meaning. Vajapeyi, one who has done Vajapeya Yajna is Vajapeyi. Okay, like that they get title if they have done these. Because जो करना था, which is a regular नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्म, किसी ने तो किया बोल के उसको नाम भी दे दिए, आज वो लेवल पे है. Someone has done one of the नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्म, तो उसको नाम दे दो. It's a title. So today we are sitting in that level, that at least there is someone who has done it, or some great grandfather or someone of that person has done it, and hence that name is still continuing. This person doesn't even know what it is. त्रिवेदी, त्रिवेदी, चतुर्वेदी, नाम के लिए वेदी है, एक भी वेदा कुछ नहीं आते. Correct? So it is the titles which have been given. Like when you get a particular, you have done something and the society recognizes you, you get a title. Like when you complete your MBBS, you are called a doctor. It's a title. When you complete your PhD, you are called a doctorate. So it's a title. Now because I am a doctor, my grandchildren will also be called doctor. Correct? I am a brigadier. My great grandson will also be called a brigadier. चलेगा? बट वाजपेयी में चलता है, अग्निहोत्री में चलता है. कितना सरनेम अग्निहोत्री है आज? That is not a surname at all. It's a title given to them, and ये चलते आ रहे, so no one stops it. It just goes on. One way to look at it is at least you have the name somewhere get connected to it. Because you belong to that particular clan, somewhere get connected to it. Okay, coming back. So, you have all the Shrauta Yajnas, and the beauty is these get connected even in pujas. So, if you can't do some of these Yajnas, even if you chant or if you hear the mantras, you get the benefit is what they say, to a lesser level, but you still get the benefit. Okay, and in many of this, it is the husband, wife both together do all many of this. There are specific places where the wife has to do, the wife has to give the ahuti, the wife has to tell a certain mantra in Agnihotra and then give the ahuti, the husband has to keep quiet and sit. So it is all detailed, ones are fully available. Let's not get into only privileges and all those. Everyone had their particular duties to be done, and it is done that way. And it had a purpose too. Okay. Times have changed, everything has changed, we have no knowledge about it, and hence we do not have the right to criticize that was all useless due to our ignorance. Learn it, understand it, then then criticize it, fine. Otherwise, very humbly say that I don't know it, I don't wish to know it, because it cannot be implemented in today's world practically, and hence I just leave it. Namaskaras to who all have done it, and let us see what best we can take the essence of it and take it ahead in today's world. Come to the Smarta Yajnas. Okay, so Shrauta Yajna is Kratu. After knowing each of this, then we'll add that Aham to it. Bhagavan is the Kratu. In all this Yajna, it is Bhagavan only. So now if you say that, oh, this didn't have meaning, so now you replace it that Aham Kratuhu, that means Bhagavan was not there in that. Correct na? If you say it didn't have meaning, it doesn't have a relevance, then there is no Bhagavan also. Think about it. Then, Aham Yajnaha. So when it comes to Smarta Karmas, Aham Yajnaha. So all the Agni Karya which are related to the, coming from the Smritis and the Puranas, when you say Smriti and Purana, it has been coming from various, see, please understand that we are today only with Smarta Karma, including marriage Vidhi. The marriage Vidhi is not a Shrauta Karma, please understand this. Oh, it is not backed up by the Vedas. Sorry, that is a mistake. You haven't understood it. Vedas have prescribed a way how to do certain homas, and those are Shrauta Yajnas. We take the essence from the Vedas, and then there are rishis who have written down many sutras, Grihya Sutras, Govila Grihya Sutra, Ashvalayana Grihya Sutra, Apastamba Grihya Sutra, Bodhayana Grihya Sutras. These sutras have got various Agni Karyas which have to be done. Upasana Agni Karya, Vichinna Agni Sandhana, many are there. Pashubanga, there are so many. Pancha Mahayajnas will sit into that. It is 110% backed up by the Vedas. It has got references very much in the Vedas, but the procedure, protocols, and what exactly to be done is not given by the Vedas. So the rishis have understood the essence of how the Vedas are saying and then formulated it, and then they have, improvised on it to get a particular karma phala, and hence these karmas are done either as kamya karma, nitya karma, or naimittika karma. But it is Agni Karya. Am I going too technical? Are you all able to understand? Not even one person, all the people are left it for.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully. कोई तो है पीछे ना? Good. Hopefully I am not speaking only to the computers. Chalo. Or the mobiles. So these Agni Karyas are 100% backed up by the Shruti. But the protocols are coming because of rishis who have written it, so there is a very clearly a writer, a director, a producer, everything like a picture. Banaya hua cheez hai, but it gives you the benefit. Okay. For example, this Gayatri Mantra Japa, you are doing it because Vishwamitra Rishi has given that protocol how to do it. Otherwise, you would not even know it is one of the mantras sitting in the Vedas. So, the rishis have used them, they have worked on them in their own laboratories, they have seen the benefit, they can see exactly what is happening, and hence they have made a protocol, a formula by which when you implement it, you start getting those benefits. And these type of Agni Karyas are called Yajna. And this is what generally we call Yajna. Ye Yajna kiya, wo ya kiya, ye. So they are all smarta related. Okay, many of them. Okay, there are certain Vivaha areas which are from Smriti, there are certain Vivaha which are coming from Shruti. Both come. It's all a mix and match. So anything which is coming, just to be technical, that anything which is coming, we can't say it is all Shruti. No. It is being given to us in a form. For example, just to make you understand that elder pharmaceuticals will make a drug and give it to you. They will not make a drug, they will make a tablet, packet and give it to you. Is elder pharmaceutical making the drug, or they are buying the drug and then they are formulating it in a way by which you get it? So they are formulators of the drug. So what did they do? They purchased the drug, knowing very clearly how that drug works, in what dosage, in what frequency, and they make it in a form, because I need only 1 milligram of it, but 1 milligram, if a powder is given, I do not know where it will go. So I make a 5 gram tablet of it. In that put 1 milligram of this drug. So what is going to work is this 1 milligram, the rest are going to be something which I have to make it into the tablet form or whatever, sometimes a flavor is added, all those things. Why? Without the vehicle it will not go in. So what did the person, elder pharmaceutical, do? He made that format of that drug, which is that potent in 1 milligram or 5 milligram, to come to you in a usable format. So this elder pharmaceutical becomes a rishi, and what he has given becomes a smriti. But doesn't that have a backing of that? How does this drug work at this particular potency, at this frequency, given by that actual who has done research on the drug? That is a Vedas. So the Vedas have given this, but there is someone who has to compound it and bring it into a form which you can use, and hence they are called smarta karmas. Are you clear now? Okay. So you will have many which are directly the Vedas gives you, okay, take this, like this, ye karo, ho gaya. They are Shrauta karmas. Then there are something which are compounded, bought with some addition, with some deletion, ye karo, wo karo, how to enhance it, क्या frequency में लेना है, 10 ग्राम एक टाइम में लेना है कि 5 ग्राम 2 टाइम में लेना है कि 3 ग्राम 3 टाइम में लेना है. See, so many things come. So someone has done some research on it, and that person's research has made a product, and that product is what? After that, then there are many copy masters who will copy it and make different formats of it. Unka value nahi hai. When we look at value, it is either the Shruti or the Smriti. Uske baad there are many people who will tweak it. Okay, that's how many of the rishis, some of these sutras, they come as just tweak of the earlier one. For example, Bodhayana was there earlier than Apastamba. And Bodhayana was a detailed guy. Very detailed. Everything in detail. So whoever has got Bodhayana, they will see that whatever we Apastamba do, they will have multifold of the same. Because Apastamba and came and said that नहीं इसको थोड़ा काट छूट करके थोड़ा ठीक करना पड़ेगा. As times have gone, अभी ये सब अभी काम नहीं करेगा, and that is why Apastamba did some more research. उसको थोड़ा वो मेन चीज को रखा, बाकी का सब टक 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 प्रूनिंग किया, चलो समझ में आ रहा है. Till a day we come that we neither know Bodhayana nor Apastamba, so we have no problem. We don't have to bother about it. And this blessed Bhagavan says, I am sitting in that. I am that. Aham kraturaham yajnaha. Okay, Shari. Now, Swadha aham. What is Swadha? Whenever you offer anything to Bhagavan, we express it by different names. Namas Swaha Swadha Vashat Shraushat. Namas Swaha Swadha Vashat Shraushat. All these are terms for worshipping. When you do Namaskara, you say Namaha. When you do for a Devata and you are giving it, it is called Swaha. When it is for Pitras, the same Swaha is called Swadha. In Yajnas and Kratus, it will be Vashat, Shraushat. Okay, like that for the worship based on what you are doing, where you are doing, different names come. And so he says that let it be a Kratu or a Yajna which is Devakarya or Pitrakarya, I am there. Specific in Pitrakarya, it is me. Aham Swadha. Okay, because we have one thought now. Forefathers करेगा, पितृ रहेगा तो that is अशुभ. देवता is शुभ. समझ में आ रहा है? ये थोड़ा अपना अंदर जाके जो कचरा बैठा है, ये थोड़ा वायरस को क्लीन अप करना है. Pitras are devatas in a form which you know. The other devatas are imaginary. Because I see parents, I see that my grandparents, because I see my great grandparents, maybe, or the one more generation, I have a clear name formed to them, and they are the devatas, and hence they are called Pitru devatas. Over. Mathematics. But the problem is when it comes to this, I cannot see someone else's father as father here. Like when you say a devata, across it can go. For you Shiva, for the other person Shiva, for the third person Shiva, for him. So Vishnu is all across the same. Like that when you say Pitru, Oh, my father, your father, his father, her father is not the same now. That is where some segregations have been made. That is where that Gotra, Kula, all this comes. Okay, you can do only for that and not for everyone. Unless you have taken power of attorney. आप दूसरे के लिए कर सकते हो. So the rules and regulations with time have got formulated just to help the society to take it ahead. But Pitrakarma is also Devata only, and that is why after 7 generations they are all Devata. They are called Vishwe Devaha. Okay, right. Then he says, Aham Aushadham. What is Aushadham? And a very common answer by everyone, without you telling also, I know you will tell it is medicine. One way it is right, and one way it, unless you tweak the right meaning this way, it will not be considered right. If you understand the right meaning, then the tweaking is possible. But if you don't understand the right meaning, then you have got only a very limited meaning of this word called Aushadam. Aushadham word is derived out of which word? Oshadhi. It is coming from the word Oshadhi. What is Oshadhi? Oshad. Satyena Vayurava. No. Kim Vaja Pradishta Satyena. No. Oshadhi Vanaspati Virannam Bhavatyannena Pranaha. Oshadhi is vegetation. Vanaspati is big trees which are there in the forest, or herbs which are not seen everywhere. Okay, so medicinal herbs which are useful to us are called Vanaspati. Other vegetation is called Oshadhi. From Oshadhi, what we get? Aushadhi. Something derived from Oshadhi. So what does Aushadhi mean? What does Aushadhi mean now? कौन बनेगा करोड़पति? क्वेश्चन. Oshadhi vanaspati virannam bhavatyannena prana. Answer is sitting there, but all are searching.
Herbal medicine.
Nakko Baba.
Cure.
Nai Baba, come out of that. No. What is Oshadhi? Vegetation. Out of the vegetation, what do you get?
Vegetables.
Annam bhavati. Food. So what is food called? Aushadhi. So which is the best medicine? Aushadhi. Now it makes sense. So Aushadhi is food. And a specific focused Aushadhi which benefits you to come out of a particular ailment is what you are currently calling as Aushadhi. It is a small subset of the total big Aushadhi, which is actually the medicine which is nurturing you every day. Is it clear now? Oshadhi, Aushadhi vanaspati viran, Oshadhi vanaspati bihi annam bhavati. From Oshadhi and vanaspati you get annam. Okay, so now he says, Aham Aushadham. I am, in short, Annam Brahmeti, he wants to say. Are you able to get this? So, Aham Kratu. Now, why did he bring this stuff here? Kya confusion aadmi hai. Krishna and Vyasacharya cannot even think clearly. एक बार क्रतु बोलते हैं, एक बार यज्ञ बोलते हैं. स्टिल आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दे आर अग्निकार्यम, दे आर रिलेटेड टू दैट. ओके, ठीक है. स्वधा बोला ठीक है, पितृ यज्ञ रिलेटेड है, स्वाहा वो अग्नि विग्नि है, ठीक है. ये औषधम को क्यों लेके आया इधर? ऑड वन आउट. Why is this औषधम born? Okay, we will keep that there. Then we will see whether it has to be even thought about. क्योंकि जैसा जैसा मैं आप लोगों को बोलते जा रहा हूँ, my thought is also why did he bring that here? जरूरत ही नहीं है ना इधर. खाने का और यज्ञ का क्या संबंध है? It is not a part of the yajna. It may be a benefit out of the yajna. If anyone has an idea, give. Otherwise, we will see the rest and come back to this. ना आसानी से नहीं छोड़ेगा उसको मैं औषधम को. We'll come back to it. मंत्रः अहम. अहम मंत्रः. Very clear. Any of these, let it be a kratu or a yajna or anything in Sanatana Dharma, without a mantra it is not going to be there. And what is that mantra? I am that mantra, he says. Okay. Aham eva ajyam. Aham eva ajyam. What is ajya? Anyone? Ajya.
He made out of with the help of the solar energy.
अरे वाह, perfect uncle. आज्येन जुहोति अग्नेर्वा एतद्रूपं यदाज्यं यदाज्येन जुहोति अग्निरेव तत्प्रीणाति. Okay, correct. So ajya is ghee, clarified butter, ghee. Okay, and which is used in either the kratu or the yajna. You have to use ajya, without that it won't work. And I am that ajyam also. I am that ghee. Okay, so again connected to the Agni Karya. Fine. Then after that, Aham Agnihi. Undoubtedly connected. I am that Agni itself, it is me. Okay. Especially our religion, our Sanatana Dharma, not called even Sanatana Dharma, our Vedas, not even Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is a wrong word here. The Vedas have a very, 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 very different position for this Agni. Agni equal to Vedas, Vedas equal to Agni. Veda cannot be there without Agni, Agni cannot be there without Veda. Okay. The Rig Veda starts with Agnimi Ide Purohitam. Agnim Ide Purohitam. The Purohita of all the karmas is Agni. Yajurveda starts Yeshe Tvorje Tvapayavastho Payavasta Devo Vassavita Prarpayatu Shreshtatamaya Karmane. Completely karma related only with Agni. Samaveda starts Agna Ayahi Vitaye Grananaha Avyata Taye Nihota Satsi Barishi. Atharvana Veda Shanno Devi Ravishtaya Apo Bhavantu Vitaye Shayyo Rabhisravantu Naha. So Agni is there. Now, what is this role of Agni? And what is this Agni Samparka doing? Anywhere this Agni Sambandha comes, what does it happen with Agni? Any association with fire, what happens?
Transforms. It transforms.
What?
Anything.
To what?
Anything.
To what?
It changes the quality of that particular thing.
Yeah, but
It transforms that.
Anywhere, any direction, what is it? For what? Agni Sambandha will do what to that particular thing which was there? Purification.
Yes.
Okay. So it just does not form something. The after effect of this process of purification is something is getting formed or something is getting transformed.
Gold.
Anything you take food, the raw grains and vegetables, Agni Sambandha, it will cook it. By cooking it, it is purifying it so that you can assimilate it better. Okay. Any form of Agni in the form of fire, if you take hydrochloric acid, that has got Agni in it, that corrosion is coming due to Agni Sambandha. That is why when the food goes into the stomach, this hydrochloric acid works on it. It works on the carbohydrates and the proteins to break it further and it moves ahead. Are you able to get that? So this Agni Sambandha is there everywhere, in anything you take. And that is that Tattva who is a purifier is called Agni. That is why Vedas cannot be without Agni and Agni cannot be without Vedas. Because Vedas are purifying us and telling us what we are, making us know what we are. And Agni is also a big agent in purification. So both are doing the same job. Okay. Apart from this, so the Vedas glorify Agni now. Agni is called Jata Vedas. Another name for Agni is called Jata Vedas. Jatam Jatam Veti iti Jata Vedas. That means anyone who is born, Jatam Jatam Veti, to know. The person who knows everyone or anything or any insect or anything, for that matter, any living being who is born, is Agni. You don't have to go and tell. Agni will know it. Agni will know whoever is born in this universe at any time. Later on they may die also, but Agni will know. This person was born. Okay. And hence, the most efficient, earliest of the time courier service was Agni.